Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. Capcom made tons of great games released on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Nothing beat coming home after a long day of school, grabbing a Capri Sun while turning on the television and seeing Scrooge McDuck swimming around in his money bin while hearing the iconic DuckTales theme song. The game follows Uncle Scrooge searching for treasure while exploring through your choice of 5 playable levels. Along his way, he'll see tons of characters from the TV show like Launchpad, Webby, and Huey, Dewey, and Louie. During the development of DuckTales, Capcom put forward their best development team, producer Takura Fujiwara, sprite designer Keiji Inafune, and sound designer composed by Yoshihiro Sakaguchi. Being able to reproduce the success they did with the Mega Man games, DuckTales has sold more than 1 million copies worldwide. This is more than Capcom heavyweights like Ghosts and Goblins, Mega Man 2, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, and many others. DuckTales is regarded as one of the best games on the Nintendo Entertainment System. In fact, IGN ranked DuckTales at number 10 in its 100 greatest NES games. Nintendo Power even released Scrooge McDuck on their cover in 1989, giving you a playthrough guide to some of the stages. In today's video, you'll get to know the tips and tricks in order to make it through DuckTales, how to finish off those tricky bosses, and secrets to skip through certain stages of the game. If you're new to the channel, we'll be covering in-depth game reviews as well as tips and tricks to finishing those games that would cause you to throw your controllers across the room. If you haven't yet, consider hitting the like button and subscribing so you don't miss any future content. Let's get into it. DuckTales has a couple of mechanics that you'll want to get good at in order to be comfortable with the gameplay. The pogo stick is very important, which I'll explain shortly. In this playthrough, we'll be covering the easy mode. You'll most likely be able to finish a playthrough without dying using the tricks that we'll be covering. Notice the controller input on the lower left hand corner of the screen. We'll start off with the Amazon stage. When you jump in the air, press the down and hold the B button to have Scrooge use his pogo stick. You can also cancel it mid-air by pressing both the down and B button. You'll want to take it nice and easy by pogoing on the first couple of enemies. We're not actually going to get any of the items, they're totally not necessary. There's only one item that you'll have to pick up, and that's much later in the game. This treasure chest has temporary invincibility in it. Now we're gonna pogo on it once, then land, and run right to avoid the spikes. You should make it close to the end of this section when you lose the invincibility. Here's a good spot to let the bees pass. There's gonna be a bee coming up. Keep running for it and it'll miss you. Now this part's a little tricky. Bees will come towards you, so try and dodge them. We're gonna see Launchpad soon. Try and follow the inputs on the screen by holding up, A, and B. You can take a hit at the B at the end. We'll have plenty of life to cover the Zarduck boss. At this point, we'll be holding the down, left, and pogo animation all the way until we reach the beanstalk. Normally you'll want to talk to Launchpad here. Here you're going to have a boulder chase you Indiana Jones style. We'll want to start the pogo animation here. Now when you get to the end, as soon as you see the treasure chest, we're going to pogo on top of it and press up. This is going to bring you to a hidden beanstalk, bringing you to the boss. Wasn't that easy? Zarduck isn't too difficult. Just stick to the rules and you'll be able to finish it off in one try. We want to time each pogo jump on Zarduck's head right when it's about to land. This will give you enough room to get out of the way and repeat the process. Now pick up the scepter and we're on to stage 2. One really difficult thing about Transylvania is you'll have to learn the route. Once you learn how some of the enemies behave and how the level is designed, you'll have no issues. We're gonna jump over Webby here. You actually don't have to talk to her. Hold up to climb the rope here. Continue to tap the B button ahead of time to hit the ball and chain. You can just take a hit here. You want to end up climbing that rope. Again, we're gonna go right. Try to jump over this ball and chain. There's gonna be 2 mirrors. Take the one on the right. We're gonna spawn the one ghost from the right hand side and just let it follow you all the way until the end. It's a lot easier to have this ghost follow you from the right hand side than to have them spawn from the left. Magica is a very easy boss. She's going to fly around at different heights. If she's too high, you won't be able to get in a hit with the pogo. It's only when she's low enough to the ground that you'll be able to get a hit in. Get a hit in when she lands by standing behind her to avoid the lightning shots she throws at you. Only a couple more hits. Great, now pick up the gold coin and we're off to stage 3. Now the moon stage is the one with the iconic soundtrack. Just listen to this. Isn't it great? It's easily one of the best ones on the NES. Now typically you would have to find the UFO key and remote control items that allow Gizmo to blow up the wall, but there's a secret way to get past the section called the moon skip. It's actually simpler than you think and works 100% of the time. You'll have to lure the space boxer to this wall where Gizmo is standing. It's possible that you won't get it on your first try. Just duck under the moon octopus and try luring him again by running back far enough to land properly. Okay, perfect. This is how it should look. Now head to the end, press left once, and hold down and B the entire time until you're below ground. Believe me, it'll work. There we go. The moon skip. See, that wasn't so hard. You'll want to watch out for the Beagle Boys. Try and pogo on top of them. We'll be coming up to the Lunar Rat soon. It's important that we start the pogo animation during the transition to the boss. Make sure to hold on to it in case the rat comes towards you in the beginning. Then you'll want to stand in the middle of the screen and cancel the pogo animation if it gets close enough. Once you know this trick, the Lunar Rat is a piece of cake. Did you know that cheese is actually not as effective to catch a rat as peanut butter is? Anyway, pick up the block of cheese and we'll be on our way to stage 4. The start of the African mines, you're going to be sent to Transylvania upon entry. This is just great, we have to find another key. Luckily the key isn't too far out of reach once you do get to Transylvania. You see this mirror here right above us? Yeah, that's exactly where the skeleton key is. What a great spot to hide it, right in front of you. Eureka, it's the skeleton key. Okay, now that we have access, we're gonna walk right through the lock. As you come up to this first chain, you're gonna want to jump down and hold right the entire time, just so that way you make it on the ledge on the right hand side. We're gonna have to pogo our way onto 4 enemies that come up at different times. Be careful, because if you mess it up, you're gonna lose a life. Then we're gonna take the chain down and head towards the left. You can let the bat pass over you. King Slime is up next. Right off the bat, you're gonna jump and transition into the pogo animation to get a hit in. You'll want to stand on one of the 2 lower ledges, pogo him when he's in the slug form. If he transforms, he's gonna transform and charge left or right and climb the wall. Be ready to jump over in case he comes your way. You can only hit him when he turns into the slug. Don't even try to hit him when he's in the ball form. Now pick up the diamond and we're on our way to stage 5. The Himalayas is actually the hardest stage in the game. If Scrooge uses his pogo animation in the snow, he'll actually get stuck and you'll have to jump your way out. Just remember that if you go too crazy with the pogo animation. This is where accuracy matters. Be really precise when you pogo onto the bunnies. The goats are the most frustrating enemies in the game. We'll have to catch them on the way down. We're gonna fall off the ledge here and continue to hold left in order to make it onto the platform. Be careful, the ice is slippery. You can take a hit by the spider, just run right past it. Be careful with the hockey player who looks like a mix of Freddy Krueger and Jason. You should be able to build up enough height to pogo over them. We're gonna want to climb this rope here. Try to watch out for the boulder that's gonna fall on top of you. Make it toward the left-hand ledge. As As soon as you land on this ledge, it's going to start moving, so just watch how it's done and then see if you can do it on your own. The abominable snowman will have a random pattern in most cases. We'll have to be as accurate as possible when pogoing, because if you miss, you're going to end up in the snow. He'll jump a few times in the air, and when he lands, you're going to want to pogo on top of him. Be careful when he raises his hand, because snowballs will come down towards you. You should have plenty of time to react and avoid them. Now pick up the crown and we're on to the final stage of DuckTales. Just great, we're back to Transylvania for a third time? If you follow the same route that we did previously, you'll be on your way to Dracula Duck. With the help of some YouTube magic, we'll be there in a jiff. Ready, go! Dracula Duck seems to be a bit shy. He doesn't appear for several seconds. But as soon as he does, he'll unleash a bat before disappearing once more. When the bat does show up, you'll want to pogo on top of the bat and using that height, land on Dracula Duck. You can also take damage intentionally and just damage boost your way up top. I would only recommend doing this if you have a lot of health. Dracula Duck will take 5 hits before you beat him. Once Dracula Duck is down, you'll want to start the pogo animation at this spot. Now grab onto the rope and race to the top. And that's DuckTales on the NES. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite DuckTales episode was, or if you have any memories of watching the cartoon or playing the Nintendo game. I'm the Retro Kingpin, thanks for watching.